Welcome to the GlucoCheck project. My name is Shima and this is our demo video to introduce GlucoCheck, a platform with the goal of providing a simple and interesting environment for the diabetic patients to add and track their related health data and connect with their doctor. To see the features of our work, let's start with a sample patient dashboard for our customer war room. You can see the welcome note to the patient and a nice visualization of the data that he already entered. Let's say he wants to review the data for a specific time range. He can easily select the start time from the calendar, like January 1st, or he can easily change it directly here and press the update. The data will appear right away. It's separated by different type of exercise, glucose, insulin, and meal. That is for a better understanding of the data. Each title and axis is labeled clearly. He can follow the trend of the data, or he can check each data separately. For the glucose log, there are 3 color range on the graph to show if it is high, normal, or low. Select a specific data like this one. The 3 options in the right side of the graph will be activated. You can now view that specific point, edit it if necessary, or delete it if needed. There's also the option of going to the relevant pages from the navbar for performing those tasks or adding new data as well. Here in the home page, we also have the export button to get all the data in a nice spreadsheet file with different pages as exercise, glucose, insulin, and meal log. One can always go back to his setting page and make changes if necessary, or even delete the account if he no longer needs it. As you can see, he already have a doctor called Patch Adams. That is why he can have access to annotations from his doctor through the navbar, but he cannot make any changes on that since that access is limited only to the doctor. So now is the time to see the Dr. Patch Adams viewpoint. Okay, welcome Dr. Patch Adams. You have a different dashboard and navbar from the patients. Of course, Dr. Patch Adams can still go and check his profile, and he can make any changes necessary here. He can also use the delete account if he no longer needs his profile as well. In the home page, you can see that he has a list of his patients. For each patient, there is a view data link and there is a view annotation link. He can view the data for that specific patient, and it will bring up the patient dashboard. Notice that the unnecessary navbars from the patient dashboard are removed here, and the edit and delete actions are gone since the doctor can only view the data without being able to make any changes. But he can change the data range if he wants to look at different range of the data. He can use the view option to see more information about each entry, and he also can use the export button to get those nice Excel files if he wants to go through the files. All different pages are available to the doctor as well, like the glucose page with different range of colors for high, normal or low glucose levels. We can see the insulin and we can see the meals. If we use the view button, we have that specific point in addition to access to all the logs that the patient have for this specific entry. If Dr. Adams click on the view annotation for the volume, he can see a history of all the notes he made with the option of viewing or editing that specific notes. Since the patient might want to keep the record, we omitted the delete option, and the edit can be enough to correct any mistakes anyway. The notes are sorted according to their time. So if the Dr. Adams notices any problem in Warren's data, he can always leave a note for Warren to warn him or give him some advice, like take care. If we submit this annotation, you can see that it appears at the end of the list of the annotations. Now that you're familiar with the software, I will go ahead and create a new doctor and patient to check some additional points. New doctor to the system. We chose the role doctor. If you have problems like different passport, the website will catch it. Since this is the first time logging in, we have to make the profile for the doctor. We can edit anything in the profile if necessary, and we have the delete option, and there's always an appropriate note to say what we have done already. So if we go to the home page, there's no patient yet because we just made this doctor. So let me log in as my patient. If I go to the setting, I can see the button for adding the doctor, and I can choose this new doctor from the list of the doctor, and now you can see that it is added to my profile. So let me add some new data. If I add insulin like here, I can do the edit if necessary, and I can show all the data, which is only this one. I can add a meal here. Let me add another one to show a feature here. So if I press the submit, I will get an error because we cannot have two different meal at exactly the same time. So I have to make changes in that. This is the glucose. Still we have the show and edit, and I can add some extras. See that we have no annotation yet because the doctor didn't put anything. We just added the doctor here. In the home page, you can check all the new data that I just added are available in different appropriate pages here. So if now I go back to the doctor's page, I can see that the patient is successfully available in the doctor's dashboard, and all the input entries are exactly the same available here with just the option of the viewing. Now the doctor can put some annotation for the patient, like saying hi or telling him to take care of himself. He can also make edit in the notes if necessary. If we go back to the patient and check the annotation, now all the notes that the doctor left is also available for the patient. So finally, we can check the delete account feature. If we press the delete account, all the data will be gone. And if we try to log in, you can see that it's no longer valid. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.